The marathon is not for the faint-hearted. It will break you if you let it. Alright, we just finished Runna Marathon 2025 and I just... Morning. We're at the park and we're about to attempt, it's going to be my hardest run of the block so far, and I'm fasting, which is fantastic. So I had breakfast about 3.5 hours ago now, 2 carb bars and an energy drink, and now we're just getting ready to attempt the run. The run itself is going to be, I grossly misunderestimated the weather as well, I'm freaking boiling. Run itself is going to be 5k easy, 9k marathon pace, 5k easy, 8k marathon pace, and then 6k easy, so that's 33k overall. Quite a lot to do with no fuel, but God comes first, innit? So we'll see how it goes. This is how I actually get my splits. I'm in the car most of the time. Just leave the watch running. I'm a liar. Me versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Whoa.
My Santander.
Now look at the state of this, bro. Look, that is what colour it's supposed to be. I'm fucking so tired.
Yeah, what happened?
What I want to do new marathon pace at.
Yeah. What was that, 4 minutes? 4:02?
Yeah, but I overcooked it off the bat, and then my ego wouldn't let me slow down. So I just held it at like 350s, and I was like, fuck, I can't do that for a marathon yet.
Yeah.
330s is crazy.
3:35 is the plan.
Is that what you want to run the marathon at?
Yeah.
That's fuck.
Can't miss us. Alright, see you in a bit, bro.
I need to get TSP out the way, bro. And then it's supposed to be like that. Marathon pace.
That was tough. I had to call the session a little bit short. It was supposed to be 8k at marathon pace, and then I'd done another 5k at half marathon pace, which was going too fast, but overcooked it a bit.
Swings and roundabouts though.
Yeah.
You're a little bit shorter on mileage, but quicker on speed. So.
And I'm fasting. So that's like the one thing I will take. Happy with that session. Just got 5k to cool down, 6k to cool down left, and then we're done for the day.
How's the session, bro?
Good. Like I said earlier, I was actually quite scared going into this. I just didn't know how I was going to feel, especially while fasting, especially with like a lack of sleep. And this is the hardest session of the block so far. And confidence was boosted and also taken away. Like, I was supposed to do marathon pace twice. I'd done half marathon pace the first time, and then come the second time, I had to cut it short because I was still hitting a little bit between marathon and half marathon pace. So I overcooked it in the first, but also, like, I didn't think I could do this session at all. This session was supposed to be last week. I postponed it to this week because I didn't have it in me. The fact that I was able to get anything out while fasting, I'm actually feeling a little bit more positive than I was 4 hours ago.
All right, so break down for us sort of what the schedule's been like for the last 1 to 2 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, just really what you've been up to.
Literally, this has been, I think since the start of this block even, I've travelled more than I have in, like, I want to say my entire life, but that's not true. Last year I travelled quite a bit, but since I started the block, I've been Oman, Barcelona, Seville, Tokyo, and Sydney. That's quite a lot of countries, and that's not including all my travel in the UK as well. Jet lag is hitting. The fact that you can't really do these sessions when you have these races that you've been put into the calendar, and I'm so grateful for the work that I do and the life that I'm living. But like, to get a full 16-week block with no interruptions is virtually impossible for me at this rate. So being able to adapt and train where I can and still hit paces where I can and get my sessions in, that's a massive part of being able to do what I do, while also being able to churn out the content that I churn out, or at least enjoy and appreciate the life that I have.
Mentally, where does that leave you after having like a massive sort of significant part of your training block disrupted by travel? Like, does that affect confidence in your ability?
I think you have two options. You can either be super delusional, which is where I'm at. I think there's no point entertaining that, oh my God, I didn't get a perfect training block, so it's going to knock my confidence. It's like, what is the point of thinking that you can't do it? Like, there's actually no point in entertaining that thought whatsoever. So the more delusional you are, and the more certain you are in your ability, that's not coming from arrogance or like being cocky about it. I just think that I'm gonna get to that start line and I'm gonna do the job that I set myself. There's no point entertaining anything else. And then obviously the other option is to be like, oh, I wish I had a perfect block, or if this wasn't there, then I would be able to do this, or if this, then that. And it's like, you can entertain or do that dance all you want, but you didn't do the work, so you're not gonna get the result that you wanted. That's fine. If I didn't do the work, then it's on me, but I still feel like I'm going to get the result that I'm chasing, because there's no point getting to the line and thinking otherwise.
Sure.
We are going to do a workout called 500 meter madness, which is what it says on my runner, which is hilarious, because when you have a workout called madness, you know it's about to be a madness. I trained legs yesterday as well, so feeling quite sore, but we're 24 days out from London now, so yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I think we've basically done everything we need to do. It's these last little workouts are like just to make sure that I tie myself over and I'm confident going in, but running way quicker than marathon pace today. And last time I tried something like this, I threw up, so hopefully no throwing up today. The actual workout is 3.5 kilometers at conversational pace, 500 meters at 3:05 times 4, then 500 meters at 3 minutes times 3, then 500 meters at 3 minutes again times 2. And then 500 meters at 2:55. 8 laps to do. Times 1. And then 3.5k cool down. So that's a lot of 500 meters. I can understand why they call it a madness. I always say, if you wake up and it was marathon morning, you're just gonna have to deal with these conditions. So I treat every session like marathon day. Whatever the conditions you're given, it's freaking windy today as well. You just gotta deal with it, innit?
You know why I feel like weird?
Yeah, because I trained like a dickhead yesterday. But all good. Obviously I won't train legs this close to running London itself, so I shouldn't have to deal with these DOMs. But to be fair, being able to put myself under these conditions and running on tired legs might actually be the way forward. So come race day, when I have a fresh pair, after a nice little sports massage, yeah, the race is mine. Just a couple drills to get a bit looser, because that warm-up, though the weather's nice today though, that warm-up was just about made it over. It would have been ick if it didn't. But yeah, weather conditions, a bit warmer than you'd like it to be. But again, wake up on race day, if it's warm, you got to run. So it's nice to be able to train all conditions.
Do you start taking into consideration like race time into your trainings at all?
Yeah, so obviously race will start at like 9 AM, which most of my sessions tend to be just before that, or hopefully at 9 AM, especially long runs, because you want to be finishing my long run in like 2.5, 3 hours, which is ideally what I'm going to finish my marathon in. You want to be finishing by the same kind of weather conditions, feeling the same in your body as well. So on race day, starting at 9, I think, we'll be done by hopefully 11:35ish. And yeah, that's why I don't really like running in the afternoons. But you also got to practice your fueling, so waking up on time to get enough breakfast to let it digest, all of that good stuff. Practicing training so you're not shocked when it comes to race day. All right. I think I'm pretty much ready to start the first 500 of the madnesses. The thing about 500 meters is you literally are so conditioned to running 400s that extra 100 just really takes out of you. Goodness me. And that was the first of, I think, 10 reps, and they only get faster. That's good fun. Let's go. I think a lot of people are mistaken thinking if you train this hard, so the marathon feels easy. Marathon's never going to feel easy. If it feels easy, you're running too quick. I mean, if it feels easy, you're running too easy. The marathon's meant to be hard, but you train like this so you can endure the hard. So you can like persist when it does get hard. In my head, I'm 32 kilometers in right now. And if I quit now, I'm not going to see the last 10. And this is exactly where it matters most to keep pushing through the reps that suck, because you're going to hit that point in the marathon as well. Lay down here for a bit and then go into my cool down. That was a good last rep. Very happy with that. Confident going into the marathon. That's supposed to be a thumbs up. Cool down left. Good morning. We are back in Victoria Park. Doing my second to last speed session of the training block, so quite excited to get out the way and just be done with speed until the day of the marathon. We're deep into the taper right now. Everything hurts. All the niggles are playing up. That's just part of the taper. I think something that people get wrong in the taper is that they just reduce the volume and the intensity, and it's like, no, you should reduce the volume. The intensity should stay just as high. Your speed session should feel just as hard, but you're obviously not running as long, because you want to make sure that the feet can still like tie themselves over. So today's session is 4K warm up, 4K tempo, 4K cool down. So quite a long warm up and cool down, just because I'm still getting a decent amount of volume in. But yeah, tempos are 320. Should be a bit spicy. I really don't like running that pace, but that's about 20 seconds per kilometer faster than my marathon. And we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I woke up this morning and I just can't be bothered. It's so easy to convince yourself that these last two sessions I could just kind of call them off. Like, I've basically done my whole training block. What's one more speed session gonna do? And again, it's probably not about training the body, it's training the mind. It's like, if I'm refusing to do this session because I feel tired, come race day, I might refuse to hit my splits because I feel tired. So you never want to give yourself any excuse, because when you let the cracks start showing, the leaks will come shortly after. I'm about to go in 3, 200 meters, 20 meters, 10 meters, speeding it up. Now. Yeah, just another one tied to the cookie jar. I know I get my excuses out of the way before the session, but it's not so they can make me feel worse, it's so I can run in spite of those excuses. If you're able to run on 6 hours sleep, no carbs, tired legs, trained legs yesterday, and you can still do the session, yeah, once the excuses are gone, you have nothing but great determination to get you through. One more speed session in this race day. That's it, basically the training block done. Feels relieved to say that, I'll tell you that. We just cool down, call it a day.
How'd the pace feel?
It was actually tougher than I thought it was going to be, because obviously all the excuses I listed earlier, but like still being able to do it and get it done is all that really mattered. So I'm still quite satisfied with the session, and fly to Boston tomorrow, so trying to get as much rest as I can. Flights are never good for the swelling and recovery of your legs, but fingers crossed that's my last flight of this training block. It's like flight number 6. But yeah, should hopefully get back Wednesday. Marathon's on Sunday. Got 4 days to recover from the jet lag, get my mind into it, just lock in, focus on that recovery, get one last speed session in, either the Tuesday that I fly or the Wednesday that I land, and then it's just straight recovery from there. A couple shakeouts that I'm hosting with the boy Hercules, and yeah, on the other side it's just straight dog mode for the marathon.
Stays like this.
Cheers, son. Always sugar-free, got to look after the teeth.
Facts, yeah. The waistline, the gut.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Come on, this guy's travelling all over the world. He's going for a championship time today, people. He's going for a championship time. What's the time, Mo? What's the time? 2:38. 2:38. 2:38. He's looking great, people. Come on, we see you, Mo.
You out there running with me, bro. We are literally about to head into the start line now. We've got about an hour before we kick off. I need to pee, need to poo, get out of the way, and then championship time loading. Do you know what it is? I went to Amazon Prime yesterday, put it in the basket, delivered today, next day delivery, 2:36. It's coming. I'll see you on the other side. We just finished Runna Marathon 2025 and I just missed the time I wanted. I got 2:38.27, which is still a PB, a massive PB, something I should be proud of. So missed it by less than a second per kilometre. I can make all the excuses in the sun, but I just didn't respect the marathon distance enough. We go again. We just go again. I will come back for that championship time.
And how did it feel though?
It was tough, man. The heat was like, I went for a different approach. I thought, let me bank some time and go for a positive split, which is something I've never done before. But I was like, let me get as much mileage in me before it starts to get really hot as possible. Went out way too hot. First half came in at 1:16 and then just completely slowed down after that. It was just tough. It was just really, really tough. But tough day in the office. These are the ones you learn from the most. And I'm kind of happy I didn't hit the time. Because if I did, I wouldn't know what to go for next. So now I still have the same goal, and I'm going to get that goal. I just need to do another bit of training, pick another race, and go for it again.
And what does that look like in terms of next possible?
Probably Chicago, end of year for sure. I'm going to take some time off, relax, recover, still be proud. Like, how can you get a 4 or 5 minute PB and like, not try and be proud of that? I'm super proud of my PB. I just missed the time. You can go. It's okay. I just missed the time. But yeah, end of year, Chicago, Berlin, maybe Valencia. I'll go for it again, and I'll be lining up at the championship time come London next year.
What's the biggest takeaway?
I think just respect the distance. Marathon's not easy, and like, don't follow your watch, follow the course markers. But yeah, we'll take it. On to the next one. Thanks. Chicago, Chicago, Berlin, or Valencia. I'll see you, man, there. I'll get another 5 minute PB. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the support throughout this whole training block. I feel like I let you lot down, but I'm quite chuffed with the time I still got regardless. So appreciate the support, and we go again.